The campaign of violence against the Rohingya continues, with the security forces slowly bleeding the remaining Rohingya population and continuing to force them to flee to Bangladesh. The causes of the current Rohingya situation lie in Myanmar, and it is to Myanmar that we must look for this solution. Its campaign of violence against ethnic minorities, including the Rohingya, the Kayen, the Kachin, and the Shan, must end. Real steps must be taken to implement the recommendations of the UN and the Kofi Annan Commission, including by ensuring that the citizenship of the Rohingya is realized. There must be accountability for the campaign of ethnic cleansing and possible genocide against the Rohingya, as well as the war crimes and crimes against humanity perpetrated against ethnic minorities around the country. Recent developments highlight that the internationalization of the Rohingya issue is a real threat. I am dismayed by Saudi Arabia's recent deportation of 13 Rohingya to Bangladesh, where they have been arrested and charged with forging the passports that they used to travel to Saudi Arabia. The fair trial rights of these men should be fully upheld, and authorities here must recall that this group also fled persecution in Myanmar. I am disturbed to see the Rohingya now arriving in Bangladesh from India, following the deportation of 2 groups of Rohingya by the Indian authorities to Myanmar. The 1,300 people who are reported to have already arrived in Bangladesh from India state that they fled due to the fears of regroupement and heightened anti-Rohingya rhetoric from the Indian authorities. So can you give us some more light? I call on the government of Bangladesh to share feasibility studies it has undertaken and to allow the UN to carry out a full technical and humanitarian assessment, including a security assessment, before making any further plans for the housing of people on the island. To date, there have been no discussions with the humanitarian community on the protection framework for the island. It goes without saying that no relocation should even be contemplated until the protection framework for any refugees who do relocate is agreed upon.